Hello, I am Test Drive and welcome to episode 20 of Forza Motorsport 2. In this episode, I'm going to buy a car, and it's going to actually be a muscle car, because I'm pretty sure there's already one in the race. I'll make sure. Don't worry. We're gonna go to this. We're going to go to this. And it's muscle car. So this car better work. So we're going to be using the 68 Chrysler Plymouth Barracuda. It's not just a Plymouth Barracuda, it's a Chrysler Plymouth, because for some reason, they couldn't make Plymouth its own dealership in this game. Or Eagle. I don't know why, but whatever. Oh. Cream. I won't make another yellow car, though. I've had a bunch of yellow cars recently. This copper looks pretty alright. Yeah, let's do the copper. So we're going to buy this. We're going to put some upgrades on it, because I want it to be competent, at least slightly. Compared to the Corvette Stingray I'm going to be racing. So that means a little bit of horsepower. Just a little bit. PT Cruiser body type should be muscle, obviously. And we're going to put tires on it. That's probably way better than the Corvette PI, but I don't care. And I don't think there's anything necessarily cool for body kits here. No. I do find it interesting that it has a rear bumper, though. Most of the muscle cars don't have Forza rear bumpers for whatever reason. So that's kind of neat. But I'm not going to put it on the car because it doesn't make any sense and it costs way too much money to do so. So now we are officially going to finish up what I can do in the Amateur Cup Series here. So we have the Iron Runoff. Here are the cars I'm racing against. Body family must be muscle car. Not none, apparently, like the Challenger. And we have Laguna Seca, New York, and Road Atlanta. A bunch of American tracks. Let's get started. Increase the difficulty settings in the career to yield greater financial rewards for winning. I like how financial rewards. Instead of just saying win more money, it says financial rewards. Works for me. Oh yeah, I'm like way over the Corvette and PI, but whatever. Oh my god. This car revs so high now. Over 6,000. It's over 6,000. Oh god. Still can't get a good launch though. I think the Corvette might have wider tires than this car. I feel like this car does not have very wide tires. But my good tires. Oh god. My good tires should be helpful to me in this. Oh, unless the Corvette goes off the road. That could work too. Go! The Corvette still out-accelerates me. Probably because it weighs less. Because it's not... It's a fiberglass car. And it's just not as big as a car like this, too. Also, this car has really good gearing for being a muscle car. Like, it might actually have a top speed of 150 miles per hour or more instead of like 120, like most of them. Although, the addition of a couple of extra 1,000 RPMs of, like, red line probably helps too. It can just rev a lot higher. Until, well, it's not like real life. You're not going to actually send a piston to the moon. Or a rod. Alright, before I forget, we're going to take a photo of this car for a thumbnail. Right there, perfect. New photo, this will be 20. I've stopped caring about putting P in the names of the photos because it doesn't really matter at all. Alright, let's go. Let's go win us some races. Ah, god, lag. So I have no clue what causes that lag, but something about the photo mode and exiting photo mode and going back to the race just makes the game unhappy. The car has the tiniest brake lights I've ever seen. Actually, probably just about as tiny as most other muscle cars of this era. Except for like the Challenger and the Charger. Although I know in the Charger you can barely see them because you have to be looking like directly onto the brake lights to actually see them. At least in the game. games. Like the exterior view, you can barely see the brake lights when they're on at all. But the Corvette definitely has small brake lights, but at least has 4. The Challenger, like I said, the 70 Challenger has a lot of brake light. What else is there? Mustangs have a lot of brake light. The earlier ones have a little bit less, like the 65 or 64 through 66s. But they're still not bad. Not as small as this, at least. And then, of course, like these super early Corvettes, like the 50s Corvettes, have really tiny brake lights. They're just a tiny little red dot on either side, pretty much. I'm curious now of what car I used on this race series in the last Let's Play I did of this game, the old Let's Play. I feel like it could have been the Z28 Camaro, just because it was the car I had, because it's a prize car. Or it could have been the Shelby, because I think I picked the, or picked North America for my region in that Let's Play. Don't remember. Kind of curious to see, though. I'm kind of curious as to compare all of the cars I've used, honestly. I feel like there were a lot that were just probably prize cars I used. This car also has the tiniest side marker lights I've ever seen. They're just little dots. You can tell automakers did not want to put them on the sides of cars back then. They're just like, alright, we're going to comply, but they're going to be tiny and hard to see. So, they made them tiny and hard to see. Ooh, Barracuda. Now I have the song Barracuda by Heart stuck in my head. Thank you, Guitar Hero 3, for playing that song a lot of times. Speaking of Guitar Hero 3, I didn't remember doing it, but apparently I played Guitar Hero 3 on this account at some point, on this Xbox account. Because there's achievements for it that I have. I don't know where or when they came, or... No, where or when I guess works. God, my brain is really on something tonight. I am all over the place. Alrighty, and there is our first win in the Barracuda. First big W! God, I love getting W's. Continue. 7,700 credits, not too bad. Gonna give me some back after now buying 2 muscle cars, which I'm still salty about. Alrighty. So we have New York next, which is going to be interesting because I think I should be able to get in first, I think. And just stay in first. Hopefully. Let me get a drink real quick before we go in. Alrighty. Start race. So the Corvette can get a lot better launch than I can for whatever reason. I think all the cars can get better launch than I can for whatever reason. I'm going to hope that he bends into a wall or something. Because a lot of times the AI will hit these walls at the end of this turn. Whether it be this one or that one. Because they turn way too sharp for whatever reason. Excuse me. Corvette person. Oh god, you're so much faster than I am in a straight line. This car might not have a great top speed. Actually, it might not go 150. It might. We're up to 140. Still has a little bit of RPMs to go up there. Haha! Get memed upon. Nerd. The new Nissan Sentra. It's a car I'm gonna have to use at some point in this game. This is the Sentra SER. I just have to. It's a weird car. It was a DLC car, and it has no reason to exist in this game, but it does. So obviously I have to use it. All right, lap 2. Lapa dos. Now I have to remember on my own where to brake for these. Now I'm thinking about it, I think the only game that I know of that has the previous generation, or previous generation compared to that, Sentra, was Underground 2. Which I don't even think it was the SER. I think it was just a Sentra, if I remember right. Something the good Underground games are really good at. Oh, God. The Underground games are good at like having a weird and interesting car list. Like the first one has a first-gen Dodge Neon, which is one of the very few games I know of that has a first-gen Dodge Neon. And, you know, it has Tiburon and Escalade and Hummer H2, Navigator. Bunch of interesting stuff. And we're like base model versions of certain cars too. Like it was a base model Neon. It wasn't a RT or an ACR. It was just a base model. I don't think they added the Acura Integra back into Underground 2. I think it was only in Underground 1. Because it was the first car you drove in the game. Once you started it. It was like the tutorial race car. Alright, this is being easier than I was expecting. Which I will take. Alright, I'm going to make sure I slow down more than early enough for that turn this time. Yeah, I got stuff in my throat. Crap. Let me look at something real quick. Alright. Making sure I didn't make a stupid mistake. And I definitely did not, which is good. I wouldn't have been surprised if I would have, though. This car is actually pretty fast on a straight line. I love the hood. I think those are, those aren't vents. I'm pretty sure they're just things that say either Barracuda or the size of the engine. Because I know the Roadrunners had like things that said 383 or 440 of the same years. They said on the hood on like little raised things like that. They looked a little bit different, but it was the same kind of idea, I guess. Guess I'm just going to slide all around that corner. Alright. Alrighty, and that is another win for the Barracuda. Once I pass the finish line. There we go. Save game data. Alrighty. 8,000 credits. We are level 19 too. Cool. What'd I unlock? Ooh. New production miles available in the Dodge dealership. You better give me a stealth. That's all I'm going to say. And we've reached reputation level 2. 10% discount. Transmission and driveline upgrades by Mopar. These upgrades are made available on cars made by Chrysler and Dodge. AKA made by Chrysler, because Dodge is under Chrysler. And this was pre-FCA, so no Fiat allowed. Basically. Alrighty. let's get going on the final race at Road Atlanta. This should be fun. Lots of opportunities to slide and crash and fail. Go! That was not actually that bad of a launch right there. Surprisingly, moderately okay. Imagine how neat it would be to actually have a race like this at Road Atlanta, like just a bunch of classic muscle cars racing around Road Atlanta. That'd be cool as shit. I want to just overtake you, fucker. Alright, I'm going to overtake you down here. Don't you dare hit me. Okay, thank you. This is a short course. Had to look up and make sure there for a second. Make sure I didn't slam into a wall. Alrighty, there's first place. I could probably bump the difficulty up a little bit. But, I don't know. As much as I would like to do that to have a more of a challenge, to have a more interesting stream slash videos, I don't think I want to restart. And I think that overpowers the want of more entertainment, mostly for myself. So I don't know how much the viewer cares, but whatever. I'm actually kind of wondering if I could find my PGR2 disc now. I want to find it. My good PGR2 disc is lost. I have the crappy one that I used to have, and it's got scratches all over it, and the Xbox won't read it anymore. But the new one I bought, I don't know where it is. And it makes me sad. Because that's how I was doing my Let's Play. Actually, I don't... Did I buy that before I started the PGR2 Let's Play or after? I don't remember. Shit. Only I can prevent forest fires. Only I would go off the track by sliding on the straightaway during the finish line of Road Atlanta. Only I am good enough to do that. This car's actually really entertaining to drive, honestly. The handle's okay. It's a little slippery here and there, but it's to be expected in an old muscle car. And it's fun to look at. It's a Barracuda. Like, how many games have you seen a 68 Barracuda in? So I want to know. One more lap. Almost thought that was the end. Almost got hyped. Not quite yet, though. Not quite ready for that. Hype is on standby. Roman is now playing VR chat. Oh boy. What time is it? 9 o'clock. 9:15. It's Halloween time on VR chat. I haven't even looked at like all the Halloween stuff in it yet. Maybe I'll do that sometime. Don't know about tonight, because I'll probably be tired as shit after I'm done streaming this. I want to go to bed. Considering I actually woke up at a somewhat decent time this morning. And there we go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We got the Gold Strand Corvette, right? Is that my one? I do believe so. Somewhat close to level 20. Somewhat. Yes, I got the Corvette Gold Strand Edition. I just realized the Stingray and this car are the two cars that are shown in the preview of this series. 7,500 credits for winning, and we got our car. We got our races done, so everything I could possibly do in Amateur Cup Series is done at the moment. And the next episode we'll be doing something else. Maybe Manufacturer Club, maybe more semi-pro. I don't really know. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one.